a sense of community when you're free. Rolling through the mountains, rolling through the valley, rolling through paradise with me.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. My guest today is Scott Jackson and the Eighth Line Band. That's who he is, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Welcome to Scott. How you doing, Scott?
Very good. Good to be here.
So you are the band, right? The Eighth Line Band.
Yeah, it's my band. Yeah.
So when did you form that band?
Almost 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. Because you have a number of YouTube videos, right?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
One of the songs that you have there is now where was it? Your Sad Eyes.
Yeah, that was the first release to radio. Yeah.
So, what inspired you to write that song?
Well, this whole project was a bucket list project where I had a full-time job and I retired, and I decided that I wanted to fulfill my dream of being a rock star. So, in doing that, that was the first song that I wrote, and I took it to a professional recording producer, and he produced it for me.
Very nice, right?
Yeah.
Very nice. When did you start performing to begin with? Like just even, for yourself, like playing the guitar, whatever it is you do.
I don't play guitar. I don't play any musical instruments. I am a percussionist, but I can't read music and I can't play music.
Okay.
So my background is as a broadcaster, radio broadcaster.
Oh, so that's makes sense with your email address, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, well, how long you been doing that?
43 years.
And that's what you retired from?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Very good. So, okay, so you want to be a rock star, and how's that going?
It's going pretty good.
No,
It's lots of fun writing music, being in the studio, recording, forming a band, doing practices, working on social media, being a booking agent, playing shows. It's pretty busy.
Okay, how many members are you in the band?
There's 7 of us.
Because originally, like you said, in one of your videos, it said you are the band. So it's like,
Yeah, it's like I formed the band and then I bring musicians on to be in the band to play my songs.
I see. Okay, and
Yeah.
you're in Barrie, Ontario, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
All right. So, and how is the bookings going?
Pretty good. It started out slow as let's see, how do I put this? We were playing in churches to begin with, and
Right.
then I kind of shifted the focus to playing in bars, and that's what we're doing now.
Oh, okay. Now I know that I read somewhere. Now, where did it? I've lost it there. That you have a number of albums out.
Yeah, we have 2, and the third one's coming out April 27th.
Oh, very good. Okay. So do you do all of the writing yourself?
Some songs I use a co-writer, but the main thrust of the song is mine lyrically and musically.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you define yourself with a particular style of music?
Yeah, people tell me that I have a classic rock sound. So like the Rolling Stones or Bryan Adams, these are all new songs, but because my favorite music is back in the 70s, then my songs tend to sound like that.
So of those musicians in the 70s, is there anyone that sticks out in particular?
Just the Rolling Stones would be the major influence, both mostly musically, but also performance-wise.
Right. It's kind of interesting because what gives them such longevity? Because it's a tough life, I would think, right?
Yeah, that's the big question, is the band that has been through so much stuff in their past, with all the bad things that can happen to somebody, and yet they're the band that has lasted the longest out of anyone, and they're still recording new music at the age of 80. They're still on tour. They're drawing 50,000 people to a show who are paying $500 a ticket. So it doesn't seem like it's slowing down for them. So in that way, from that sense, they're a good role model.
Yeah, definitely. So now speaking of tours, I think, or I don't know if we even mentioned that yet. Now, have you been on tours with the band? Any of the members?
tour is sort of a glamorized word. We do shows. It's not like we're on tour and we go across the country. We're based in Barrie and we travel to Oshawa and Oakville and Barrie and really in the central Ontario area. So we come home after a show. We're not living in hotels.
Okay, all right. So what is it about that you enjoy?
I'm writing my own songs that tell a story from myself, like it's a personal story. Um, I put music to it. I get to entertain a group of people who sometimes make a lot of noise. I'm also, even though I'm sort of new to this, I'm a professional manager. I've managed 7 bands in the past. So as a professional manager, I like the idea of organizing and orchestrating and confirming. Like I love all that stuff.
Right, yeah. Now, was your as a radio announcer, was it to do with music as well?
Uh, like a, I started off as a radio DJ in Kingston, and then I got into management as a program director.
Oh,
Then I moved to station manager, and then I started my own station.
you how do you start your own station? Just out of curiosity.
Uh, you get some money, you apply to the CRTC, and you hope they will give you a license.
Is that an easy process, like a long drawn out process?
Yeah, it's a long drawn out government process. And you start with an idea,
Yeah.
and then eventually, if it's successful, becomes $1 million business.
Wow, very good. Yeah. Now, as for your family, do you come from a musical background?
No, not at all.
You're the only one.
Yep, I'm just a frustrated rock star for 66 years.
But it's, I cannot understand that. It's like such a wonderful dream, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And if you can
Like
sorry, go ahead.
we all have, many of us have things in a bucket list of people we want to meet or places we want to go or things that we want to do, and we're limited by time and resources or possibly health. And I'm in a situation where I'm able to do a number of these bucket list things. Traveling was one of them, but being in a band was something I always wanted to do, and I gave up on it because I'm not really a singer, but I am now.
You are now. There you go, right? I think it's wonderful. I tell people, like somebody once accused me of being it's like said in a derogatory way, oh, Nancy, you're such a dreamer. And I'm thinking, why wouldn't I want to dream? Right?
Well, yeah, dreams can come true. You just have to be in the right place at the right time and know the right people.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
it's free to dream, so you may as well do it.
Yeah, if you're I've become an entrepreneur. So if you think like an entrepreneur, then you know that you need connections and you need to have other people to help you. If you try to do everything on your own, then it's kind of a lonely process. But if you know people, then those people can help you. And if you don't know people, then you get to know people who can help you.
Sure, yeah. Now, when you're out performing in a bar, wherever it is, do you have a audience, like, do they like to dance to your music?
Some of the bars are dancing bars. Um, Most bars are hiring cover bands that play familiar music by the Beatles and the Stones and the Who and all the 60s and 70s stuff. So they're musicians that are about my age playing songs that we all know.
Right.
In my band, we're playing my songs. So it's harder for me to get a booking because they want to dance to songs they know. And if they don't know the songs, then bar owners are a little hesitant to take a chance on us.
That's too bad, because it's about, like for me, when I listen to music, it's about, the lyrics I don't hear at first, right? I hear the beats and the melodies, or whatever the word is. I can't think of it. But anyway, that's what I hear first. And it shouldn't matter whether you're, playing oldies or not, right?
Well, I guess when people are sitting in a bar and then they hear a song come on and goes da 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 da, they go, "Oh, satisfaction! Let's get up and dance."
Yeah.
Whereas when they hear one of my songs, they won't know it. But because my songs are heavily influenced by the Rolling Stones, when you hear the guitar play, it'll be a song that you think that you know. You actually don't know it, but it sounds like them, so you might get up and dance.
Do you have a favorite venue? You don't have to mention names, but
Yeah, we played in Oakville at the Moonshine Cafe a couple of weeks ago, and I had high expectations for that, and I was like thrilled. We haven't got a return date yet, but we're also booked up until August, so I'm hoping maybe in August or September they'll have us back. It was just a decorative place that had a lot of character. The audience was really good. The owner was really nice. Like it was just everything you want it to be.
Very good. Yeah. Um, oh, I had a question in my head and it just sort of disappeared, which is normal. That's what happens in my head. So now how many bookings do you have at the moment?
We're booked up until the middle of July now.
Wow. Well, that's
Yes,
really good. So no, you started what you said 3 years ago. So this is just after COVID, right?
it was during COVID that I was recording the album. The
Mm-hmm.
COVID started in 2019, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
the album came out 2022, in May of 2022, and then May of 2023 the second album came out, and in April 2024 the third album will come out.
So what's the name of the first and second album?
The first album is called 8 by 8. It's like 8 songs by the eighth line. The second album is called Ice and Elevate, and there's 10 songs on that. And the third album is called Snapshot.
Okay. And all of these are on YouTube, right?
Yeah, YouTube, Spotify, like everywhere that you can go and listen to them for free.
Right. Yeah. Because I found some, when we did, when I was looking at your profile, I guess it was, then the first thing I did was look you up online, right, to see what I could find. And I definitely found you on YouTube. Nice and easy. A lot of your postings comes up right away. So that was really good. So anybody could, I think it's a good thing to have them somewhere so that potential people who might want to book you, right, can see your style or listen to your style.
Yeah, when I email a potential booker, I send them a link so they can see what we do live. Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of numbers do you get usually for your audience?
It varies. If it's a summer festival, there could be a couple hundred. If it's a bar, there could be 15. It's all over the place.
All over the place, yeah. So the summer festivals, those are outdoors?
Yeah. All of them are outdoors. Yeah.
Yeah, and do you enjoy performing outdoors?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter,
Uh,
because
no, I guess the problem with outdoors is if it's going to rain,
mm,
then you have to cover the equipment, or they might cancel as soon as we set up. Somebody might come and say, "Oh, it's canceled now."
and
Whereas if it's indoors, you don't have to deal with the weather.
yeah, for sure. Do you want to name some of the band members and what they do?
Sure. In the current band, we have Tim Atkinson on drums. He's 20 years old. He's still in college. He's just joined the band. It's sort of a new band right now. On percussion is a fellow named BJ Roberts. He's my age. On bass is Jason Price, and Jason is an electrician during the day. The backup singer is Rose Gale, and she works for a ministry in Barrie during the day. Keyboard is Bonnie Pereira. She is a high school science teacher during the day, and we rock and roll at night. And on guitar is Aaron McClelland, and he is a daddy by day. Yeah.
Did you know all of them previously to getting to be in the band?
A couple of them applied to an ad that I posted online.
Hmm. Now, where do you usually do your practicing?
Really a community church.
Oh, well, that's really nice that you have access to do that, right?
Yeah, they gave me a key and everything.
Hey, how come? That's pretty cool. I mean, I think that's wonderful that they did that because it's not easy. I mean, most people can't afford to pay for a location, right?
Oh, exactly. And we use the main auditorium, so the drums are already set up for like a Sunday service. And so we just go in and we can use their equipment and leave it in good condition when we leave. And we've been doing that for 2 years.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now this is going to air around the 23rd of February. So you have anything coming up close to any bookings close to that after it airs?
Yeah, there sure is. There's always something coming up. Let me look at my schedule.
Okay.
This coming Friday. What was the date this is going to air? The 22nd?
It'll be aired on the 23rd.
We heard on the 23rd. Okay, so this Friday will have passed. We're playing in Barrie at a bar called CW Coops. That's like a Valentine's show. February 25th, we're at Aurelia Community Church. On March the 9th, we're playing at Malone's Pint House. It's a bar in Barrie. And then we have a show at the Palace Tavern March 30th. It's an Easter show at a bar in Elmville.
Very good. Well, I think we covered everything, or I hope we did anyway.
Sounds good.
Yeah, all right. So just stay on camera. So the audience, you've been listening to Scott Jackson, and look him up, The Eighth Line. He's on YouTube. They're on YouTube. And if you're in his area, go check it out, because it's really nice for a musician to have live audience. It makes a big
That sure is. Yeah. People making lots of noise is always great.
Yeah. And even for a person listening to music, listen to it live as opposed to on Spotify, is so different.
Yeah. You're into the environment. It's a lot more fun.
A lot more. I agree totally. You get all that energy that goes back and forth. It's just so wonderful.
Where are you based out of?
I'm in Chilliwack, British Columbia.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll be out there one day and we will see you there.
that'd be good. So everybody, thank you very much for watching the show. I really hope you continue to do so. Take care, everyone, and peace out.
Bye-bye.
A sense of community, Chilliwack's a place to be. A sense of community where you're free. Rolling through the mountains, rolling through the valley, rolling through paradise with me. It's multicultural, you're sure to see it all. Chilliwack's the place to be, you'll see. Come party in the park, go dancing after dark. Chilliwack's the place to be, you'll see.